Ayan, so good
Good morning.
morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, everybody.
Good
Good
morning, Tutor
morning.
Carol. Kamusta
Good
po
morning,
kayo?
Tutor Carmi.
Yan. So mukhang marami tayo ngayong pag-uusapan at pag-aaralan. Pero bago tayo magsimula, ma'am, let's have first of course greet our viewers. Kamusta po kayong lahat dyan sa inyong mga tahanan? Naway po nasa maganda po kayong kalagayan. Gusto po namin batiin kayo ng isang magandang tanghali. Okay, malapit naman po magtanghali. Magandang umaga at magandang tanghali po. Lalong-lalo na po yung mga mag-aaral po natin po sa grade 11 and grade 12 po na mga na ABM
ABM,
sa buong Pilipinas.
buong
Ayan.
Pilipinas. Correct ka dyan, Tutor Carmi.
Kamusta?
So,
Yan.
ito, meron na
Kamusta?
tayong mga viewers, no? Good
Yan.
morning, Mariali Joy, Angeline.
Ayan.
Okay.
Ayan, they are from May Kawayan National High School.
Yes, very
Okay.
loyal.
Loyal friend, mga loyal students natin dyan sa
Students.
Kawayan. Kamusta po kayo? Sa aming school head po na si Ma'am Lorena Sales. Kamusta ka, ma'am? Kay Sir GP, kay Sir Giuseppe San Antonio Layman, sa aking IT friend na nandito, IT na po teacher, Sir Elger David. Ayan. Salamat po sa pagtulong sa akin, ma'am. Diba? Sobrang best po sa mga kasama po dito sa school. Ayan.
Yes, sige po. Batiin ko na rin po ng good morning yung aming school head sa Las Piñas City National Senior High School, CAA Campus, si Dr. Maria Teresa B. de los Santos. Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning, ma'am. Good morning po. Ayan, ma'am. So, today po, we prepared po ni ni Tutor Carol po ng bago pong lesson. And let me share with you my slides. Sadali lang po. Ayan. 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 Again po, pakilala muna kami. Ako si Tutor Carly from SDO May Kawayan. Sige, Tutor
I am
Carol.
Tutor Carol po from SDO Las Piñas City.
Yan. Sige, for today po, we are already in the quarter 3, week 6 business transaction and their analysis. Medyo eto na po yung mga inaantay ng ating mga grade 11 ABM students
Yes.
po dahil by this time, you are now going to record transactions, but before you do record the transactions, you have to know first how to do the analysis of the transaction or the business transaction. Okay? Okay. Let's have first a review of our past lesson, Tutor Carol. Ayan, so ito po yung mga pinag-aralan natin last time. So, for our review, let's have first read and analyze the statement carefully. Choose true if the statement is correct and
Correct.
false if the statement is incorrect. Ayan, so
Incorrect.
masahing
Okay.
mabuti po para sigurado po tayo sa ating mga answers. Okay, I hope that you will going to be with us. Let's make this session an interactive one. You can use the chat box for your answer po. Ayan. So number 1, okay, let me read with you. Bookkeeping is synonymous to accounting. Is it true or false? Ayan. Tutor Carol, tignan mo yung mga sumasagot dyan. Baka may mga sumasagot na.
Yes. Nadagdagan na ang ating mga viewers, no? Good morning kay Kenji. Vince Panganiban is present na. Here na. Rizalyn siya. Chanel, Kenji, Jeline, Dea, Samantha. Okay, ang dami na. Okay, so the first to answer is Miss Mariale Joy Francisco and her answer is false.
False. Is it correct? Let me reveal with you the answer. Yes, it's false. Bakit po? Because bookkeeping is just a part of the accounting. Hindi po sila synonymous, pero po ay parte ng accounting. Ito yung ginagawa natin, how we do the process of accounting. That's bookkeeping. So number 2, business transactions are events which involve the exchange of values between two or more parties. True or false? Business transactions are events which involve the exchange of values between two or more parties. Ayan. Sige, tingnan natin kung naalala nila po, ma'am, ang ating mga sagot. May mga sumagot na po kaya?
Parang delay tayo, no? Kasi ang pumapasok na sagot is for number 1.
Okay.
Number 2 na po tayo.
Okay. Sige, antay ng konti lang, ma'am. Ayan. Pangalawang questions na po tayo. We are in sa number 2 po na item.
Okay, so I think
Our
let us reveal the answer. Okay, Mariali Joy, answer is true.
Okay, let's see if that is the answer.
Mira,
Marialis,
true also. Rizalin, true. Ayan. O, biglang dumami yung sagot.
yan. Very good. So, marami po ang tamang sagot. Mukhang
Yes,
naalala po
marami
talaga
po.
nila, ma'am. Okay, let's have another one. Number 3. Number 3 na po tayo, mga chuti namin. A general
Yes.
journal is a book of final entry. A general journal is a book of final entry. Is it true or false? Okay.
Okay, Vince is the first one to answer and his answer is false.
Yan, very good. So, I think hindi na natin kailangang patagalin dahil tama po because po ang general journal po ay book of original entry. Yan,
Yes,
tama.
book of origin.
Okay. So, let's have number 4. Special journal is used to record typical and similar types of transaction. Special journal is used to record typical and similar types of transaction. Is it true or false? Yan. Sige, habang nag-iisip at nag-aantay-antay po ang ating mga anak.
Okay, number 4 na po.
May answer na ba tayo, ma'am, sa ating mga chuti?
Puro number 3 pa rin ang pumapasok, ma'am.
Mas gusto nila, mas madali daw kasi number 3, ma'am. Ayan.
Siguro
Okay.
late ang dating sa kanila ng
So, let's
number 3.
reveal now the answer, ma'am. Mayroon na po ba?
Okay.
Let's reveal
Number
the
3
answer.
pa rin eh.
Sige, number 4 na po tayo. At ang answer for number 4 item is true. So, it is used to record typical and similar types of transactions. Yan po yung mga purchase journal natin, yung mga ating sales
Cash
journal,
disbursement.
cash disbursement, yan, cash receipts, record po natin, yan. So, number 5, to acquire also means cash payment. Tama po ba? To acquire also means cash payment. Is it true or false?
Okay, so good morning to our program head.
Ay,
Ma'am
nandiyan pa lang
Anya Nelrose. Si Ma'am
Kamusta,
Rose.
ma'am? Yan. Sige, to acquire also means cash payment. Is it the same meaning? Yan.
Okay, sige. Number 5 na po tayo. Okay, so I guess we need to reveal the answer, ma'am. Yes, Kyla Come answered false.
Ayan, yes. Let's reveal the answer. False. Kasi po is to acquire is also means po na to buy or to purchase.
Purchase.
Yan, opo. Yan. Sige po, thank you. So let's have now our objective for this day. So ano ba yung mga gusto nating ma-attain o matutunan para sa araw na to? At the end of the session, you will be able to analyze the business transaction using the rules of debit and credit. Ayan. And kupit. Ay, hindi po pala. Debit and credit lang po yun. Ha? Wala pong kupit. Bad yun. Bad yun. Okay. Solve simple problems and exercise in the analysis of business transaction. So, magpa-practice po tayo. Pero dapat, I suggest po, para po mas maging magaling po tayo sa pag-analyze ng transaction, practice makes perfect po talaga, mga
Correct.
anak. Okay po. So, let's talk about accounting cycle. So, ano po ba yung accounting cycle? Ano po ba ang ginagawa nito at para saan po ito? The accounting cycle represents the steps or procedure used to record transaction and prepare financial statements. So, ito po yung ating sinusundan or our process so that we can prepare the financial statement in the business. It implements the accounting processes or identifying, recording, and communicating economic information. Through the accounting cycle, we will be able, class, to do the following. We identify, of course, the transactions, we record it, we communicate it, kasi po, yung pinaka-communication po doon will be the financial statement that we prepare.
Correct.
So, these are the steps in the accounting cycle. So, ito, tandaan po natin to. Ito ay paulit-ulit nating ginagawa po sa loob ng ating business. And, pag sinabi nating process, it should be chronologically and should be followed step by step. Kasi po, once you jump into another process, dun po tayo nagkakamali. At ang pinaka-importante po na dapat nating matutunan is to identify and analyze the business transaction. Okay? After that we identified and analyze the business transaction, make sure that the transactions that we have in the business is financial in nature. Ayan. So babalik lang tayo dun sa ating pinaka-definition ng accounting, no? Then of course, after we do the identification and analyzing of the business transaction, we are now going to do the journalizing or journal entry. So malalaman, doon natin makikita po yung kung saan ba natin dapat i-record yung transaction. What are the accounts that was affected by the business transactions? And then after that, pag tama po ang ating ginawang journal entries or yung pag-journalizing natin, napakadali na lang po, di ba, mag-posting.
Yes.
Nakita naman po ninyo last time kung paano natin ginawa ni Ma'am Carol at pinakita ni Ma'am Carol kung paano tayo mag-posting. Ganun lang po yun. Parang kinukopya lang po natin. Kaya ang pinaka-crucial part here is the identification and journalizing, because once it was made wrong or it was not hindi natin nagawa ng matama, mali na rin po lahat ng transaction. Posibleng mali po ang ma-come up natin na financial statement. And then, of course, after we do the posting, we are now going to come up with our unadjusted trial balance. Alam niyo po sa accounting, naniniwala po siya na mayroon po tayong room for improvements. Kaya po meron tayong trial balance. Yan, tinitingnan po natin kung balanse po ba yung ating debit at saka yung ating credit. Makikita po natin yan sa susunod po nating mga episode po. And then after po nun, kapag okay naman po yung unadjusted trial balance natin, we want to make sure also na sisiguraduhin natin na yung i-report natin na sa financial statement ay tama. Kasi may mga posibleng transactions po na hindi pa natin nakita or hindi natin napansin, o katulad ng mga sa mga prepaid payments natin, sa mga accrued expenses and accrued income natin, ayan, papasok dyan yung adjusting entries. And after we do all the adjusting, we are now going to do the adjusted trial balance. Wherein, sabi nga natin, titignan natin kung tama rin po. From this, we can check if what we do or what we did in the adjusting entries is correct. And if it is correct, then we can now come up with our financial statements. Ano ba yung mga financial statements na yon? We have the income statement, we have that statement of comprehensive income, we have also the balance sheet po. Then, meron din pong statement of changes in equity. Tapos meron din pong statement of cash flow. So madami po. Lahat po yan ay pag-aaralan po natin after po natin mag-identify, of course, and analyze ng business transaction. And then, after we do the financial statement, we will do the closing entries, and then post-closing trial balance, reversing entries. I believe that in some books po, ang reversing entries is actually optional. Okay. So, yan. Now, ano ba ibig sabihin na identifying and analyzing? Kasi ito po ang focus ng ating session for today. So, when we say identifying and analyzing, it means the accounting process begins with identification. Sabi ko nga po sa inyo, tignang mabuti, basahin mabuti, at check mabuti yung event, yung accounting event, or yung business transaction. The analysis of the effects of that event and the measurement of the impact of that event to the business financial statement. Kasi po nga lahat po lang mga nangyayari po syempre doon sa ating loob ng business po natin ay maaaring makaapekto sa atin financially. At isa sa mga dapat tignan mo bilang isang bookkeeper or accountant ay gaano ba ang impact nito at ano ba ang ginagawa nitong pagbabago dun sa ating financial statement. Okay. So, the accountants gather information from the source documents. Saan ba nanggagaling yung inyong mga business transaction? Of course, this comes from the source documents. Importante na lahat po ng ating source documents, ano ba yung mga source documents? There are the written evidences containing information about the transaction. If you want to make sure that your recording is objective, make sure that you have your supporting source documents. Example of this are the sales invoices, official receipts, purchase orders, bank deposit, checks po. Ayan, dapat po lahat po yan ay maayos. At isa sa mga dapat natin matutunan, be organized. Alam niyo ba, bawal po ang burara sa accounting kasi po lahat po ng source documents po, yan po ang panggagalingan ng ating mga records. Yan. So, paano ba tayo mag-identify at mag-analyze? Okay, according po dito sa ating conceptual framework that coming from the Florendo GG Fundamentals of Accounting, Business and Management Rex Bookstore, sa kanila po itong books na to. Okay, kailangan daw po ma-identify natin, is there a monetary amount that can be assigned to that event? Or if the transaction, make sure that the transaction is, of course, financial in nature. Kasi po, yun po ang makaka-apekto po doon po sa ating mga major accounts such as yung asset, liabilities, equity, revenues, and expenses. Kasi po pag hindi po siya financial in nature, there's no such thing as what we call transactions. Okay? So, lahat lang po na i-record natin sa libro po natin ay yung pong sigurado po na business transaction, hindi po personal transaction. Okay? Let's apply the entity concept, principle. Lahat lang po ng business transaction at yun lang po dapat ang kanilang i-record. Do you have something to add, Ma'am Tutor Carol?
Okay, since sabi nga dito dapat ang recording natin is yung in monetary unit. We cannot record in quantity hindi siya pwede. So kailangan pag nag-analyze tayo, first you have to identify if the transaction is related to the business and if it is financial in nature. And then the other, so yun yung isang question, is there a monetary amount that can be assigned to the event? And then the next question is, does it affect the composition of either assets, liabilities, equity, revenues, or expenses? If your answer for both questions is yes, okay, you can record that in the book. But
Yes.
if one is answerable by no, okay, do not record. Okay,
Yes.
so yun lang po. So yun ang nating tatandaan. Okay,
Okay,
so
let's have
yan,
first,
sige.
before we go to the next po, let's have first check your understanding. Tignan po natin kung you can identify po yung mga dapat i-record o hindi dapat i-record sa libro natin, sa Book of Accounts. Let's have number 1. Okay? And our instruction is answer yes if the event is recordable in the books and no if not. Ayan, yun po yung natin, instruction. So number 1, the company hired bookkeeper with 20,000 salary. Is this recordable or not? Okay, tignan. You can use po again our chat box para po sa ating mga answers. Yan. Yan, meron na po kaya Tutor Carol, may mga ano na
Wala.
po ba?
Okay, wala pa. So
ba
sa
dapat nating i-record?
Okay. Is this yung mga ay recordable na sa ating journal or not yet?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess we need to reveal the answer, ma'am.
No. Bakit
No.
kaya, Tutor Carol? It is because hinire pa lang naman siya. Hindi pa naman talaga siya nagtatrabaho. So wala pa rin, alam niyo yung mga ganong, dapat alam din po natin, mayroon na bang nangyayari po na bayaran? Wala pa naman po.
Yes, wala pang paid.
Yes, paid. Yun po
wala
yun.
Wala pang word na paid.
Tama. Kaya po kailangan intindihin po natin na hindi po lahat na mayroong pera ay dapat recorded din. So make sure that you understand. Reading comprehension is important. Then let's have number 2. The company approved Yellow Pages ads at 1,500 monthly fee. Okay, the company approved Yellow Pages ads at 1,500 monthly fee. Ano kaya po, is this recordable to our Book of Accounts or not? Okay, tignan natin.
You have to analyze. Okay,
yes.
Mariali answered number 2, no. She answered no for number 2.
Okay, let's see.
Samantha, no. Ayan, puro na sila no. Kanina, yung mga sagot nila puro yes sa number 1.
Ngayon, tingnan nila, nagtataka sila kung ano ba talaga. Okay, sige, let's reveal the answer and let's explain bakit yun ang answer. No. Okay. Tama naman po, no. Kasi wala pa lang po din bayarang nagaganap.
Walang
Lagi po dapat,
payment pa.
walang payment. Dapat po pag business transaction, there is an exchange po of, di ba, a product, di ba? Tapos binayaran ka. So, yun po yung gusto nating tignan dito.
So,
So, number
kailangan i-check yung mga verb, no? Tutor Carmi,
yes,
yung verb
tignan
use.
niyo. Sabi ko sa inyo, pag kayo ay accountant, dapat magaling din kayo sa grammar. Ayan. At bukod sa mathematics, magaling ka sa grammar. So, number 3, the company paid internet connection for the month. So, that is for 1,799. The company paid internet connection for the month. Okay?
Okay. Daniela, Yasmin, okay, she answered yes. Mariali, yes. Dea, yes. Vince, yes. And the
Okay,
answer is?
yes. Galing. Very good, ma'am. Nakikinig sila at medyo ano na sila ngayon sa verb.
Yes. Nalito lang sila sa number 1, Tutor Carmi.
Opo, ganun talaga. It's good that they're learning po, ma'am. Then number 4, the company bought laptop for office use 30,000 pesos. The company bought laptop for office use 30,000 pesos. Is it recordable to the books or not? Okay? Yan, medyo
Okay,
marunong
observe niyo yung mga verb. Yan ang secret sa pag-analyze.
Yes, totoo po yan.
Okay, they answered yes for number 4. Vince, yes. Samantha, yes. Okay,
Let's see the
Mark
answer.
John, yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Ayan, husay. So let's have number 5. The company sent quotation to Mr. Covey for services to be rendered 8,000 pesos, 8,500 pesos. The company sent quotation to Mr. Covey for services to be rendered 8,000 pesos, 8,500 pesos. Di ko nakalimutan ko yung 500 palagi. Ayan.
Okay. Ang verb na ginamit ay sent.
Sent.
Vince answered no.
Okay. Tignan natin kung tama ang answer ni Vince.
Samantha, no. Also, Mariali, no.
Okay, tama naman po siya, no, Tutor Carol. Very good. Kasi nga naman, nagpadala ka pa lang naman. Wala pa naman din po talagang business transaction. Hindi pa rin nga talaga siya, sabihin natin, masasabing business transaction dahil wala pa namang siyang approval or anything.
Yes.
Wala pang exchange.
The client may or may not approve the quotation.
Okay, ma'am. Tama. Now, let's have Tutor Carol.
Okay, so let us study now the rules of debit and credit. So you cannot do journal entries unless you learn how the rules of debit and credit. Okay, so if you can still remember our 5 major accounts, okay, so that's assets, liabilities, equity. Under equity, we have capital and then drawings, and then revenue or income, and then expenses. So, yan yung pagkakasunod-sunod niya. Ha? Hindi yan pwedeng bali-balik na rin. Okay? So, assets, liabilities, and assets increases on the debit side, while asset decrease, okay, on the credit side. So, dumadami ang asset sa debit. So, pag nag-analyze kayo ng transaction, kung sa tingin niyo ay dumami ang asset nyo, ilalagay nyo yan sa debit. Pag sa tingin nyo nabawasan ng asset, ilalagay siya sa credit side. While liabilities increase on the credit side and decrease on the debit side. So, ganun din. Katulad ng asset, kapag ang liabilities sa tingin nyo ay nadagdagan ng utang ninyo, ilalagay nyo yan sa credit side. Kapag nabawasan dahil nagbayad kayo, ilalagay nyo siya sa debit side. While equity, which is capital, okay, nag-i-increase ang capital sa credit side. Okay, so pag merong investments, additional investment si owner, ilalagay nyo yan sa credit side. At kapag nabawasan siya, ilalagay nyo siya sa debit side. While drawings, okay, kapag merong withdrawals for personal use si owner, okay, ilalagay nyo yan sa debit side. Okay, para mabawasan siya, ilalagay nyo siya sa credit side. Revenue or income, Okay? So this is the main source of money, okay? Yung revenue talaga, yung pinagkakakitaan ng isang business. Pag nadagdagan yan, ilalagay mo siya sa credit side, at pag nabawasan, ilalagay mo sa debit side. And of course, expenses increases on the debit side. Pag nag-i-incur ka ng expenses, pag inirecord mo yan, ilalagay mo sa debit side. At para mabawasan ng expenses, ilalagay mo naman siya sa credit side. Okay, so medyo confusing, no, pag naka-table tayo. So let's have here some helpful tips from us, Tutor Carmi and I. So we have here, ayan, so inarrange namin siya. Ako, Adelic. Okay, so mnemonic tayo. So A for assets, D for drawings, E for expenses, L liabilities, I income or ito yung revenue, and C capital. Sa internet, maraming sinasabi yung students ko, dealer, nakikita nila ay dealer. But syempre, ayaw naman namin kopyahin yung dealer, no? So gumawa kami ni Tutor Carmi ng sarili naming acronym, which is ADELIC. So yung first three accounts, yung nasa taas, okay, so since nasa taas sila, yung ADE, assets, drawings, and expenses, sa debit sila, okay, we always say debit, credit, debit, credit, debit, credit. So, unahin natin ng debit. So, the first three accounts, debit increases, pataas, while credit decreases. Kasi since nasa taas sila, ang debit nila, pataas din. Okay, while liabilities, income, and capital, nasa baba sila di ba? Nasa baba sila. Okay, kaya ang debit nila pababa, ang credit naman nila is pataas. So, in this, mas madali kasi Tutor Carmi, no, na maintindihan ng mga bata. Kasi yung naka-table, yung rules of debit and credit, ito isulat nyo lang yan. Hindi namin sinasabing memorize nyo, isulat nyo lang. Picture nyo sa mind nyo yung ADELIC. Basta first three accounts, debit increases. Yung last three, debit decreases. Nasa baba sila kaya debit nila pababa din. Yung tatlo
By
sa
heart
taas,
talaga,
nasa
ma'am.
taas, yes.
They
Kasi-
have to memorize it by heart din po kasi habang buhay po nilang ano yan,
Yes.
habang
Tama.
sila po ay nagdi-business transaction, pag nag-accountancy po sila, nag-audit sila, yan po at yun po rin po talaga ang kanilang babalikan, the foundation. Opo. Next
Tama.
one. Okay po. Very
So,
good. Sige
sige po.
Yan, sige ma'am.
Okay, yan na. So, sige, tingnan natin So, and in analyzing pala the transactions, palagi nating i-take into consideration our basic accounting equation, which is assets is equal to liabilities plus equity. Okay, and one more thing, ito kasi ito ginawa ko nung nag-aaral ako, no. Sa lahat kasi ng transaction, gagalaw ang assets. It's either mag-i-increase ang asset or magdi-decrease ang asset. Okay? So, tingnan ninyo maigi yung transaction, but for sure, gagalaw ang assets because assets are things of value owned and controlled by the business. Okay? For future economic benefit. So, etong assets talaga ang ginagamit nila para tumakbo ang kanilang business. Okay? So, let us have the first transaction. Mr. Covey invested 500,000 to start his business. Okay, now, sige. Alin sa accounting equation, okay, ang affected nitong transaction na to? So, for sure, asset will be affected. But what is the effect? Will it increase or decrease your assets? Okay, so let us see. Tutor Carmi. Let us show the T account. Ayan. So, for sure, asset, okay, will be affected. Okay?
So, cash
And,
asset.
yes, okay? Particularly cash. Okay? And since sa transaction natin, nadagdagan yung business ng 500,000, assets ay nadagdagan, and what particular account under assets? Cash. So, since ang cash ay nadagdagan, ilalagay natin yan based on our rules of debit and credit, dadagdagan ng asset sa debit side. So, dadagdagan natin yan ng 500,000. Okay, ngayon, next question. Saan galing? Okay, nadagdagan ng cash mo. Saan galing yan? Galing ba yan sa creditors kasi ikaw ay nangutang? O galing yan sa equity? Two things to increase. Diba? Two accounts. ang nakakadagdag sa equity? Capital investments and revenue. Okay, alin sa dalawa? Capital investments ba yan? May sinasabi bang nag-invest si owner? Or meron ba tayong revenue dahil nagra-run na ang business natin or nag-ooperate na ang business natin? Okay, alin? Liabilities or equity? So, walang sinasabing utang. So, X na. X ang liability. So, equity tayo. Okay, equities. Galing yan sa equity and under capital. Okay? So, yan, si Covey. That's how you write, ha? Yung capital account, lagay mo yung pangalan, okay, nung nag-invest. So, Covey Capital. And, okay, capital increases. Nasa ilalim siya ng ADLIC natin, di ba? So, credit increases siya. So, doon mo ilalagay ang 500,000. Madali lang, di ba?
Kayang-kaya yan, ma'am.
Yes, kayang-kaya nila yan. Okay,
Let's
so
have
ito,
Yan, sige, ma'am.
transaction number 2. Okay, so ang transaction natin is bought supplies for cash. Bumili. Who bought? Always think of yourself as the business. So who bought the supplies? It's the business. Okay, so for sure, okay, nadagdagan ng asset natin kasi merong biniling supplies. Okay, so supplies, particularly supplies. Okay, so yon. Ngayon, ang amount niyan is since nag-increase ang supplies, okay, lalagay natin yan sa debit side, 1,500. Now, next question, saan galing? O nadagdagan ng asset mo, supplies mo, saan galing? Inutang mo ba yan? May liabilities ka ba? Or sa equity? Okay? Meron ka bang capital investments? Or meron ka bang revenue? Kung wala sa liabilities, wala sa equity, okay, baka sa asset siya galing. So, meron lamang tayong plus asset and minus asset. And this time, ang minus asset natin ay cash. Okay? And cash decreases on the credit side. Parang in-exchange mo lang yung cash mo into something else. Okay? In this case, balance pa rin na ang ating accounting equation. Okay? Transaction number 3. Okay, transaction number 3, bought, okay, of course, the business na naman yan, bought office furniture on credit. Okay, 5,000 pesos. For sure, affected ang asset natin yan. Pero anong effect? Increase ba or decrease? Okay? So, sa tingin ko naman, nag-increase ang asset natin, no? Nadagdagan ng ating furniture. Okay? So, lalagay natin yon sa debit side. 5,000. O ngayon, saan galing? Okay, saan galing yan? Galing ba yan kay creditor? May liability ka ba? Or galing yan sa equity? Okay? Dahil meron kang na namang capital investment or revenue. Okay? So, observe ninyo, on credit. On credit or on account, ibig sabihin merong liability. Okay? So, for sure, liability. Okay, meron kang liability. And liability increases on the credit side. Okay, so doon mo ilalagay ang 5,000 pesos. Okay? Transaction number 4. Okay, transaction natin is paid electricity. For the month. 4 yan. 4, nawala yung F. For the month. 4,000 pesos. Okay, so for sure, affected na naman yung ating asset. No? Kasi hindi pwedeng mag-generate ng revenue na walang expenses. Okay? So, assets. Assets will be affected. But this time, ask yourself, nabawasan ba or nadagdagan yung iyong asset? Okay? So, let the asset, okay, mabadagdagan ng expense mo niyan. Okay? So, lalagay mo yung expense kasi electricity expense yan eh. Nadagdagan yung expense mo. So, ilalagay mo siya sa debit side. 4,000. Okay? At ang ipinangbayad mo dyan, syempre, ay yung iyong asset. Okay? Which is cash. Okay? So, meron tayong credit, 4,000 pesos. Kasi nabawasan yung cash mo. Kaya inilagay sa credit side. Okay? Okay. Now, ito, transaction number 5. Would you like to do the honor, Tutor Carmi?
Okay, so dito po sa transaction number 5, okay, the owner withdraw 10,000 for personal use. Ano ang naapektuhan na major accounts natin dito kapag ikaw ay kumukuha ng pera sa iyong business? Okay, so nakita naman po natin, is it equity, is it liabilities? And for sure, dahil kumuha ka ng pera, apektado ang asset mo, di ba? So, ano kaya po ang uunahin po natin? Okay? So, let's see. Okay. So, debit. Ano yung debit natin dyan? Okay? Siyempre po, dahil drawings po yan, withdrawal po yan. So, nagkaroon po ng increase po, decrease in your equity. And pag nagdi-decrease pong ating equity, ito po ay nire-record natin palagi sa debit. Okay? 10,000. At patulad po noon, pag nag-decrease po ang ating equity, malamang po ay magdi-decrease din po ang ating asset. Okay? Kasi po, kumuha tayo, saan po galing yung pera na kinuha po ng ating owner? Di ba po doon sa asset po ng ating company or the cash of the company? Kaya po mababawasan po ang ating cash asset. Kaya po ito i-record natin sa credit side. Pero dapat po ang ilalagay po natin dito ay kung ano yung pangalan po nung ating owner na kumuha ng personal na pera or personal money. Actually, hindi kasi money nga yun eh. Kaya lalagyan natin Kobe drawing. Kung sino po yung kumuha ng pera, dapat yun po ay nakalagay ang pangalan para ma-distinguish po natin kung tama po talaga yung taong kumuha. Next. And let's check your understanding. Ayan, tignan natin ha. Ang gagamitin po natin dito is give the effect of the transaction on the accounting equation. Choose the letter of the correct answer. So, A, increase asset, increase equity. Tignan lang po ninyo ano yung mga magiging effect ng transaction sa ating mga major accounts. Okay, yung transaction ba ay mag-i-increase ng asset o mag-i-increase equity? Letter B, increase asset o mag-i-increase ng liability? Letter C, decrease asset, decrease equity. Make sure that you analyze well the transaction. And letter D, decrease asset and decrease liability. Or E, increase asset or decrease asset. Ayan, tignan po natin po dito. Number 1. Sige. Number 1,
Yes.
borrowed money from the bank. Pag
Yes,
ikaw ay
ma'am.
umutang, yan.
Sige po.
Ayan, pag ikaw ay umutang sa bangko, ano po ang nangyayari sa ating mga accounts, ating mga major accounts? Sabi ni Mark John Paul Afala, it's letter A. Sabi niya, increase. Sabi rin mo isa, meron din ako nakita, ma'am. Parang sorry na.
Mariala Joy answered B.
Okay, sige,
Vince
tignan natin.
Panganiban answered B.
Okay, sige. Sabi dito, borrowed money from the bank. Ikaw ay umutang ng pera sa bangko. Okay lang po yun na tinatranslate natin sa Tagalog para sigurado po tayong naiintindihan natin. So, saan galing ng pera? Galing sa utang. Okay? So, nagdagdagan ng ating asset, increase in asset. Of course, nung nag-increase yung ating asset, dahil nagaling yun sa utang. So, letter B, increase in liability. Letter B, very good. Correct. Now, let's have number 2. Sige, ma'am.
Okay, transaction number 2, collected payment from customer on account. So, si business, kinolekta na yung bayad ni customer. Okay, on account. So, when you say on account, hindi pa ito nagbabayad. Okay? So, pag si customer ang may utang, that is receivable. Pag si business ang may utang, that is payable. Okay, number 2, puro sila letter E.
Letter E,
Yes.
increase in asset, decrease in asset. Okay, parang mukhang mga Let's see, the answer, ma'am. Letter E, very good. Tama po yun. Okay? There is, of course, an increase in your asset, which is cash. And of course, yung ating receivables po, which is also considered as an asset, decreases. Okay? Now, let's have number 3, paid insurance. Nagbayad ng insurance. Ano kaya ang mga naapektuhan nitong account na to? Pag nagbayad ka ng insurance. Okay? Let's see.
Si business, nagbayad ng insurance.
Insurance, tama po.
So, anong effect niyan? Okay, sige, number 3.
Okay? Let's reveal the answer. It's letter C. Decrease asset, decrease in equity. Kasi under po ng equity account ay ang expenses po,
Expenses.
diba? Po. Kaya po, nagkakaroon po ng decrease, decrease yung asset, binabayaran natin ng pera yung ating mga expenses. Kaya po ganun. So, let's have number 4. Rendered services for cash. Nagserbisyo ka sa nagbigay ka ng service, of course, you will be paid. Okay, di ba? Dapat you will be paid. So, ano nangyayari kapag ikaw ay binabayaran ng customer mo? Ano ang nag-i-increase sa'yo? Okay, rendered services for cash.
Okay, Mariali answered A for number 4.
Okay, very good, Ms. Mariali. Okay, ikaw ay nagkaroon ng increase in asset at increase in equity. Bakit? Kasi nadagdagan ng pera mo. Of course, nadagdagan ang revenue mo. Okay, which is part of the equity, ang ating revenue. Now, let's have number 5, paid supplier on account. Yan. Ibang perspective naman to, ma'am.
Yes.
Ikaw ang nagbayad ng utang. Dahil may supplier ka, binayaran mo yung utang mo sa kanya. Anong nangyayari kapag ikaw ay nagbabayad ng iyong utang sa iyong mga supplier?
Okay, Maria. Ang bilis ni Mariali, Mariali Choi answered D.
Okay. I think Mariali got again the correct answer. Decrease in asset, decrease in liability. Dahil nabawasan ang utang mo dahil sa pamamagitan ng cash na binayad mo. Very good. So let's have here another one. This will be the last. Okay? Para
Last
sigurado
3.
lang po kami ni Ma'am Carol na talagang naintindihan natin ang ating lesson for today. Let's have number 1. Okay, Ma'am Jasper.
Okay, the transaction is Jasper Company rented office space and paid 2 months rent in advance. Okay, so what's the answer? A, debit asset, credit capital. B, debit liability, credit asset. Okay, C, debit asset, credit asset. And D, debit expense and credit asset. This time, we use the words debit and credit. So, para talagang makita natin kung alam nyo ang rules of debit and credit.
Tignan nyo mabuti ha, yung transaction kasi may nakalagay dito, rent in advance. Yan. Nagbayad siya ng rent in advance. So, what happened? Okay, let's reveal the answer. Mukhang nakalimutan na nila. Okay, pag nag-rent po, pag nagbayad ka ma'am ng renta, na in advance po, ang tawag po natin doon ay prepaid rent.
Prepaid.
Okay, that is, a prepaid rent is still considered as an asset.
Asset.
Okay, hindi pa po siya expense kasi advance mo po siyang binayaran. Pag na-consume nyo po yon, saka lang po siya nagiging expense. Yun po yung mga nilalagay po, ginagawa po natin sa adjusting entries. Kaya po, ang sagot po dyan, para kayo ay letter C, debit asset, credit asset. Kasi
most of them answered C, Tutor Carmi.
Ay, ang galing. Very good. Very good. Yan.
Ayan,
alam niyo yung nature. Tandaan din po ninyo yung nature ng mga accounts. Kasi po, pag alam niyo yung nature ng accounts, you will never go wrong also. Next, number 2. Jasper Co. paid remaining balance of its loan to Bangko Natin. Okay, nagbayad siya ng utang. A, debit asset. Anong mangyayari? Debit asset, credit capital. B, debit liability, credit asset. C, debit asset, credit asset. D, debit expense, credit asset. Ayan, tignan natin. Medyo nakakalito lang yung mga ganyan, pero pag alam nyo nga po yung nature, madaling-madali lang po yan. Ayan. Paid the remaining balance of its loan. Ano nangyayari? So, anong ginagawa natin?
Vince answered B.
Sige, let's reveal the answer. Tingnan natin, ma'am, kung tama ang answer ni Vince. Very good. Okay, debit liability, credit asset. Very good, Vince. Yan. Let's have number 3. Okay. So, last na to.
Jasper, okay, Jasper withdrew money for personal use, okay? So, what's the answer? Is it A, debit asset, credit capital, B, debit liability and credit asset, and C, debit asset, credit asset, and D, debit drawing and credit asset? Okay, number 3 na po tayo. Si Jasper ay nag-withdraw ng money sa business for personal use. Okay, so Mark John, answer D, Vince D, Marialo Joy D, Dea D. So let us reveal the answer, ma'am.
Very good. So
Yes,
we have
D.
the same answer. It's the correct answer for this item. Very good. Again, ayan po ang ating mga references for our lesson today. Maraming salamat po ulit sa ating mga tuti na nakasama po natin ngayon. Maraming salamat, Tutor Carol. I hope you had a great time. You had a lot of learnings today. Pwede po ninyo kaming subaybayan kami every Friday para po sa another session po ng ating Fundamentals of Accountancy, Business and Management 1. I hope that you will that this will be a great week for all of us. God bless us all. It's Happy Friday.
Bye.
It's Business Friday. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching.